Okay, and we're back.
Yes, sir, and we back.
Mark test 1212. Mark test 1212. This is the Other Room podcast, live and direct from BKK, Thailand.
Yes, sir.
So we're your host. I'm Joel, aka Authority.
My name is Anthony at Grooming Tony.
So this is our episode number 21, right? Episode 21.
Well, I'm not keeping track. Yeah, I think 21, man. It's been a while.
You don't keep it track, man. Okay, so first of all, we have to apologize first.
Wait. Is my mic on?
Your mic is on.
Okay then. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So first of all, we have to apologize.
Yeah.
We've been skipping so much of the regular episode.
Yep.
So at least we've been out for like three weeks.
Yeah, but we got materials out there for people
Yeah, we
to
got
feel
materials.
like.
Yeah, we got other
You gotta
materials.
check out
yeah.
the zone, man.
Yeah,
Like,
check out the zone. There is other.
the current
segment.
episode is the best. I'll tell you,
What I
man,
had
like-
to. That's the second episode anyway. So I think
Yeah.
we'll be improving. Like
The conversations are
yeah.
really nice. Like,
as time goes
really
on, maybe
funny.
on our third episode we're gonna bring some special guests.
Yep.
Probably like people who really understand the Thai music industry and who has been here for a long time. So just follow us, keep supporting us, and people has been complaining as well, man, that we've been
Yeah.
lacking,
Like, I've got people hitting me up like, "Yo, what's happening? You guys have not uploaded anything new." I'm like,
yeah, the same thing too. People
if
like,
there are
yo,
no contents online, it's on me.
oh,
yeah,
I'm so happy you taking
I
the
take
blame for the
full
first time.
responsibilities for that. I seek your indulgence and your
Pause,
patience.
man.
Just be patient with me. Like,
Yeah,
if there
man,
are
I know.
materials out there you love, good. If there are no materials, just know
He's been
it's on me,
holding
like,
a lot.
I've had
back,
people
man.
texting me. I've had people talking to me like when they meet me, like, "Yo, why you guys not uploading?" I'm like, "I'm working on it. Like, I'm editing, but it's
Yeah.
all on me."
I think the
Don't be
editing
out there,
process is
son.
not the problem though, but we don't even
Yeah,
have time
just
to
file
meet.
conversion
Yeah.
and whatnot. So
We don't
yeah.
even have time to meet at all.
Yeah.
And he's working on his thesis. I'm working on my project. I mean, I've been
Exactly. So
procrastinating. Lazy to start.
yeah,
So anyway, this is our
21st episode.
21st episode 21.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things. We're supposed to cover a lot of things. but
There's
we just
been a
have to
lot of
keep it.
stuff we're supposed to talk about, and
Well, you just
keep
have
you
to keep
guys
it
on.
really short.
Yeah.
So before we start, do you want to shout out anybody? Oh, dude, I want to shout out someone.
Okay, go on.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
shout out to Tuyole, aka Baba Tikolo Babalaka, aka Mr. Comcast, I mean Mr. Verizon. So shout out, bro. Yo, keep doing your things, man. We're here. We're
Yes,
following
sir.
up. So probably we'll work things together and
Keep
You'll be-
representing the hometown.
yeah. We'll probably will invite you up here via Skype.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a lot.
We gotta work on
of-
that.
yo,
for sure.
God, I think we're gonna have that episode specially for the people back home, not like for the people. I mean, like people from where we came from. So it's not for everybody. It's only for
Yeah.
few selected people. So let's start with the current issue that is happening in Nigeria before we kick start to the world. Like
Yeah. Let's really talk about SARS, because
SARS. Okay, yeah,
it is something that I've really be thinking about for a couple of weeks now. It's not that for a couple of weeks, but we've been talking about this
We've been
since
talking
the
this,
very
like,
first episode
yeah.
of this podcast, and we may have not talked about it for a while because we feel like the people have not really put in the much effort that we are putting into
exactly. Even from outside,
it from our side. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, because we're not directly affected does not mean we don't know what's happening. Like, we can't just deny the fact that our friends, our family are
families,
being
man,
exposed
people,
out there.
People, a lot of Nigerians.
So it's just, we have to empathize with the things that Nigerians are going through. Like, the country is already hard enough for people.
God.
But now the people who are supposed to protect you are now the same people who are kidnapping people, who are maiming people, who are forcefully collecting money from people, abusing human rights and whatnot.
Man, that is so bad, man.
So I think right now it's also gained momentum, and it's a lot of the things that's happening is being on the increase actually.
Yeah, the point is, like, the politicians, the government, they're not doing, and there's
They don't
nothing
care
they're
about
doing
it.
about
They
it.
don't care about it.
And the youth kept like complaining via social media, every
Yeah.
platform they have, like they've been talking about this. But the politicians, I know it's gonna be more of like political stunt, like during the
Yeah.
election they're gonna like trying to do something which
Yeah.
is, to me, It might
It's
be
just
so
a way
late.
to deceive the
Yeah.
youth into like
Yeah.
being like this government cares, but this government doesn't care about you.
Dude, I was once a victim of this same thing.
Yep.
Same thing. Like I
Yeah.
was like I think I told the
It's not
story.
something that just started.
It's
It's always
been a
been there,
long
but it's
time.
just that it's now so rampant and so common that you'll be a victim of SARS brutality like almost
Every day.
If you're not hit by it, then your friend will also
And
will definitely
they are
have
not
an
only doing that,
experience.
they even now they are killing people, innocent people.
Yes,
We're not safe home, we're not safe abroad.
exactly.
What is the point? Like, okay, like imagine here we've been through a lot of police harassment,
Yeah, at
illegally
least here
stopping
it's
you,
more like racial profiling, right?
but back home,
Which
you can't.
it mentally fucks you up. But then at home, the problem is that they
Those are
fuck you up mentally, psychologically, and also physically.
Even financially.
Yeah, and also financially. Yeah, good. Because the moment they stop you, according to a lot of the things we've read online, the moment they stop you and they ask you to enter into their van, usually these vans are unmarked. So it's difficult for you to want to be like, oh, I want to know the registration number so I know where to pursue. It's usually unmarked. So if you hesitate or you ask a question, they start to slap you from different angles.
Beat you.
So they
man.
abuse people on different level that when you're free, you're totally broken.
You'll be like fucked up, completely fucked up.
Exactly. You're totally broken and your faith in the government and in the society and humanity actually just disappears.
I mean, like, people has been talking about PTSD or whatever.
Yeah, PTSD.
Whatever it's called, right? I actually experienced that for the first time, and I've been trying to keep my anger in check, all the time. Like, the last time we went to play football here, after I was like stay around drinking, and I don't know how I don't know who called police on us. Like, it was like almost like 15 to 20 police, just because few 7 black people just staying after playing football, drinking beer. And they came and I was like, I showed them my passport. I was like, I had my passport with me, but the way they handled other people that left there, we were all students.
Okay.
But some people, like, everybody there was student.
Yeah.
So some people left their passport at home. So I was like, the way they handling them, treating them, I was like, I was so angry to the point that I wanted to do something, but I have to keep myself in check. And even when I get home, I kept remembering like the whole thing that happened, right? And I was like, fuck it, like I really want to do something, but I have to keep myself in check. I was fucked up for 2 days.
Yeah, it's traumatic.
I was fucked up for 2 days, and that has never happened to me before. I always like, if something like that happened, I was like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. But this time I was so like, fuck it, like, just because we were black.
Yeah.
Just after playing football,
the thing
just
is,
staying around
I don't
drinking.
really think anybody in particular around that place called the police, because the owner of the business know like we've been patronizing them for years.
The owner was trying to. But I think, let me rephrase like what actually happened. I think 2 of the police came to the mini mart or family mart that is close to the police station, right? Gas station.
Yeah.
And they saw probably 2 or 3 of us, and they noticed like probably there
are more like
few blacks here. They started like radioing, like they radio each other, and before you know, it's like 15, 20 of them, just because of like 6 black guys.
Why I'm saying that is that we've been playing soccer there for years, right?
Yeah.
And we've also noticed that some of the people who play soccer there are police officers.
Okay.
There are younger police officers who are in like their early 20s. So we've always known that the police officers who come there to play soccer. So, and I've always known one day they're going to snitch.
Yeah.
One day they're going to be like, okay, these black people, then we'll actually see what they're up to, or we'll maybe come harass them one day. So I know it's probably instigated by one of those young police officers who come there to play soccer, who have always seen us there. And they just say, okay, let's harass them or let's see.
Man, that was fucked up.
At the end of the day, it's not even about trying to keep the rules. It's more about, whoever doesn't have a visa or proper document, then we'll just ask them for money. That's exactly what they're after. They're not really after
that was exactly
the law.
that was what happened. So after we get to the police station, after they took those guys to the police station, over like probably 5 of them. So I had my passport with me. So I was like, okay, I called one of them. So I'm going to police station to like figure out what is going on.
Yeah.
So like probably they already sent one guy home to bring their passport.
Yeah.
So getting to the police station, and they handcuffed all of them for no, they don't commit any crime just
Yeah.
because they don't go around with a passport. So then they just like started. And when I get to the police station, I asked the police officer, "Can I record what is going on here? Can I start? No, you cannot video inside police station. You cannot." So I said, "Okay, I don't want to get into trouble because they started like based
Yeah.
on the way I was like talking to them, they started like noticing something like probably. So I don't want to get into trouble. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna video. So I'll just probably secretly record the voice, which
Yeah.
I did. So at a point, one of our guy, the girlfriend came. She was speaking Thai to them, and
Yeah.
then they called her into the one secret room.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, tell them to bring 5,000 baht. Like,
For
no,
what?
just wait. I was like, no, we're not paying anything because everybody here have passport.
Yeah.
So we already sent someone home to bring the passport, and they're already on the way. The person is
Okay,
already coming.
yeah.
So the guy brought out the passport, right?
Yeah.
And they said, no, it doesn't really matter. Just pay. So at the end, this guy paid 3,000, even when they had a passport with them.
Okay, exactly. That's the intention.
Yeah.
So because
That's
now
like-
you're asking for proper documentation,
And then
they were able to provide
and
it,
you have
and
it
you
now.
insisted.
You see, like they have
Exactly.
to pay
So,
anyway.
and
So you have to
that's-
pay fine, whatever. I was like, if you have
Yeah.
to pay fine for not going around with a passport, it should be 100 baht.
Exactly, because I've been charged
Yeah.
for that.
Should be
It was
100
100 baht I paid for it.
And what really fucked me up most is like this one of the guy girlfriend or wife that just came from Nigeria. She was embarrassed, man. I was like, fuck it, man. She just came here for the first time and she have to go through this.
Oh yeah,
shit.
racial profiling.
She had to
Yeah.
go through whole shit. I was like, fuck it. Like I was
Yeah.
fucked up for 2 days. I couldn't like man, like I was like, no, I'm not going outside. I didn't even go. I don't want to bother myself. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to go outside. I just like fuck it.
That's
I'll stay home,
that's
man.
the problem, because now you can make a point that, oh, you are abroad, you're a different race. That's why they treat you that way, because take it or leave it, the Thai society is a very racist society. Southeast
And
Asia
they won't
is
even accept the
exactly
fact that
like
they're
people
racist.
know that even within the society itself, there's colorism.
Yeah.
That I'm a much lighter
Lighter.
or whiter
And
Thai
you-
skin and
you tan and
you're
shit.
tan, exactly. So
Yeah.
that already is embedded in the society. So there's already that racial division within the society itself. And now coming from Africa, being black, so we experience that. And now you can say, okay, it's because you are abroad.
Yeah.
But when you are actually at home,
Back
it's
home,
even
man.
worse. Because, okay, now you had a confrontation with them, and all they did, you can actually say it's also civil in the sense that nobody was hit, no exchange of argument, or it was just more about, okay, go get your passport and whatnot. But in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian citizen. You have all the rights that a Nigerian citizen enjoys, but then you get abused.
Then
Then you get extorted.
And then if the foreign media, the foreign police, like if they're seeing the way they treating you back home, even your own home,
They
will
feel
never
empowered.
respect you.
Exactly.
they're
feel
not
empowered,
gonna
like,
give you any respect.
and I've had an encounter with this same set of police from that same Huamak police station,
Yeah.
and when I was talking to them,
always
is that,
up to
and I was
something.
telling those guys like, yo, why is it that you people are always profiling black people? That's a white guy who's walking by.
And you
Why
never
don't you
stop
stop
there.
him and ask him for passport? Why are you
Yeah.
stopping me? This is my passport. I have one, but I'm just interested in knowing why you are always stopping black people instead of every foreigner to ask about their papers. And his response, because basically he has nothing to say, he was like, go back to your country.
Yeah, that is what
And I just felt like
motherfucker.
that's so dumb, because if you go back to Nigeria, there are Thai people living in Nigeria.
Living there, making
There are Thai
a good
people who are
living.
doing businesses in Nigeria. The Metropolitan Electricity Authority of Thailand has a huge share in the Nigerian electricity
A lot of massage.
industry. So a lot of Thai massage parlor in Nigeria. Thais.
There's a
there are
lot of Thai doing
cities-
prostitution in Nigeria too.
There are a lot of Thais who have also naturalized to become Nigerian citizens.
And we actually give
And
them
we don't
like,
even have that right in Thailand
Like-
to naturalize to become
even
a Thai citizen.
even a Nigerian who was born and brought up here.
And
don't
at the
even have
same
a
time-
student Thai ID card.
You're telling me to go back to Nigeria. Meanwhile, your people are actually in Nigeria, and we're not telling them to
Benefiting, yeah.
go back to Thailand.
They're just so
You know,
stupid.
I've
man. Like, just
known a couple
the
of
level of ignorance
people.
here is-
I've known a couple of people who've been to Nigeria who are Thai people, and they tell me, like,
What
what
are
are
you
you
doing here?"
guys doing in Thailand?
What are you doing here?
Like, basically, they're like, there's nothing there. There's money in your country. What are you doing in my
What are you
country?
doing here?
Like, more opportunities are in your country. That's what we hear. And I'm glad that they can go to Nigeria and they can thrive in the economy.
Yeah.
But then you come here, the people, the government, everything is just right away against you. So just to piggyback to the initial conversation, which is more about SARS, the government don't care that the citizens are being abused daily, and when it actually comes to the front about this whole conversation, when the police authorities are notified, then you will have Assistant Commissioner of Police Yomi Shogunle. He will come online and say, like, it's all fabricated stories and lies.
Come on, social media, like we can watch videos, we see everything.
Yeah, it's
How
just
can you?
it's a microcosm of the Nigerian society, in the sense that the government is already very far away from the people,
From the people,
yearnings of the people.
Yeah.
They're very disconnected from reality. Like, everybody knows, Nigerians know that Buhari is not in touch with what's happening with Nigerians. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know anything.
The same guy who told his Inspector General of Police to go to a certain state for security
and
reasons,
he went somewhere
he didn't
else.
go. He went somewhere else. And the president claimed he didn't know. So if you don't even know what the number one police officer in the country is doing, how are you even going to know what an ordinary corporate is doing in each of the 36 states?
Man,
That's how disconnected Nigerian politicians are from the people's yearnings and the sufferings. And now you have Yomi Shogunle coming to defend people, and when he's hit with counterfacts, he go ahead and block people on Twitter. Like person will be say they construct block industry. You keep blocking everybody. How many stories you didn't keep laying bricks? So, like, the only thing I know I can do is retweet, share, tweet about this thing. I also add my voice about it, because I really have empathy for Nigerian youths, because already the country is already against you. It tries to frustrate you, to strangle life out of you in every way possible. Now, the only thing you enjoy, which is freedom of movement and human rights, is being compromised being compromised by a rogue,
by some people who are supposed to protect you, to defend you.
So I don't know. This is just it really hurts, because even at a point I've been thinking about it so much that when I sleep I start to dream about these whole SARS things, and I just know that it's because it's been brooding a lot within my mind.
Your mind,
when I
think
go to
about
sleep,
it.
I start to think about it. And I've been thinking about it. I've been saying this to myself, that the revolution that will hit Nigeria will be as a result of SARS.
Yep.
The youths will get fed up one day, and the revolution that will ravage Nigeria will start from this SARS.
And it's going to be brutal.
It's really going to be brutal, because then it's going to be the youth against the established government or arms of the government. So it's
there's
either
no way
the
you can
government does
overpower the
something
youth.
now.
And there's no way you can overpower the youth.
Exactly. Because it's either the government does something now, or it's just going to escalate. And guess what? Somebody actually made a really good point today. We talk about this SARS brutality, right? Every time these things is happening within the South. Not within the North.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they know those guys are terror.
Know the Northern youth.
They know they know the
Northern youth. They will never try it in the northern part of Nigeria. They know. The only part of North Central, which is Kwara, basically is us. Geographically, it's in North Central, but culturally, it's South.
South. Yeah.
They will never try the same thing they're doing in Port Harcourt, Lagos, and other places in the North.
Not even in Abuja.
They will not even try it. Okay, it happens sometimes in Abuja in certain places, and it's not as common as it is in Lagos, because in Abuja you don't know who is who.
Who's who, yeah.
And you don't want to lose your job. Exactly. Yeah. But why is it that it's only perpetrated in the South? Because people within the South are viewed as being more
soft,
more educated, more soft, and they believe in peaceful way of agitation compared to violence. So that's why you see that they will not try this in the North. They will not try to attack or harass Northern youths, but they do it to the South. Why?
I don't know, man.
Because they know people believe in non-violence. way of resolving issues in the South compared to the North. And if this same thing is happening in the North, I bet you,
Yeah, the government would have said something.
we
For
will
sure.
already be over this.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
would have been one of
yeah,
those problems that we
yeah.
just say, oh, we had a problem in the past.
I don't know, man. There's just so much power or so much thing happening in the north. Even though they like we forget about the terrorism that is happening there, we know it's like Tiwa like
Yeah.
now
So-
we now they do them. So aside from that, like there's no thing because government are actually fear they are afraid of the northern people. First of all, they have the population.
Yep.
And what Imam might just stand up one day and say, I want you guys to do this, and they are going ahead and doing it.
Exactly. You know, I don't know.
There's no holding back.
It's really painful. It hurts the way this thing has been going on. We've been talking about this for a while. And, you know, personally, I was a victim of this in 2013, which is already 5 years ago. And
I was like
now
nine years ago.
It's already very common.
9 years ago. That was like long time ago, man.
So hopefully the government intervenes.
I just hope so, man.
Yeah,
I hope they can just listen to the
we've
cry
talked
of the
about
people.
police reforms here, and at the same time, the counter arguments by police force or that they try to use to justify this, nothing justifies human rights abuse.
At
But
all.
at the same time, that does not mean that I do not empathize with the police force in the sense that the government only has 1,500 naira for a police station in 1 month for fuel. To fuel a
1,500
patrol van.
naira.
1,500 cannot even fuel a patrol van for 1 day.
Oh, man.
And that's how much the Nigerian government, that's how much the Nigerian government budgets for patrol van for a police station in 1 day, in 1 month.
Come on.
So even 1,000
That's ridiculous.
Exactly. 1,500 naira, it's not even enough for 1 day.
So how do you expect people, those police to even have handle a
That's
crime
now-
call?
that's
Like
their
if they
justification.
call them, how do they get there?
That's their justification.
They even have. Oh, okay, man. That country is
And at the same
completely
time,
fogged,
so
man.
that's how they used to justify that. Oh, that's why technically bail is not.
It's not free. They say free
On
but
the
it's not.
books, yeah, bail is free, but in actual reality, bail is not free. That they had to get money from you to be able to get paperwork or whatnot. So I kind of understand. That's why we've been advocating for police reforms.
That doesn't justify
At all.
the abuse they are abusing
It doesn't.
people.
Nothing justifies human rights
They're
abuse
extorting people and
at all,
No,
because it's actually starting to become a
Should
case
be-
of us against them.
yeah, it should
Us
be like it
versus
should
them.
be them against the government. Go on strike
Yeah.
if you want.
Exactly. And the people will support you because
Yeah.
then you say you're not able to fulfill your responsibility to the people because you're not being equipped to do it.
Exactly. Go on strike. Then people will
People will support and be
support
like,
you.
okay, and they will let the people know
because
if
they
you
feel like
call
my
on the
life is in
police-
danger. Our life is in danger. We don't have the police to
Yeah.
call.
If there's robbery and you
Yeah.
call on the police and we're not able to come, just know it's because we don't have the
We don't have
fuel
fuel.
to come, or we don't have the necessary things we need to be able to heed your call. And then the people will actually support. But now, the people you need to help agitate are the people you're fighting.
You're fighting against.
So I don't know. Let's
They're
move
they're
on.
not just smart at all. So let's go back to what is his name? I still don't know how to call his name. Foz the bad guys.
Paul's a bad guy.
Yeah. This is Nigeria video.
Yeah.
That video was good. I sent the video to you after I saw it. Right?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
this is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to rewatch the video and he made a lot of sense. But right now, there's this group, Islamic group called Murik.
Muslim rights
Muslim rights,
concern.
yeah. So now they're asking Files the bad guy to take the video down because I try to put myself in their shoes and see what they are actually trying to do, like what is their own reason of asking this guy to take the video down. Like they always like the scene they show that is related to Muslim is like probably not even up to like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, like, and at the same time you see the guy even portrayed the Christianity, like the pastor, how they take money, but never see the Christian community or wherever group coming out asking for the guy. The guy is only showing exactly what is happening in Nigeria. You know that is a fucking fact.
The thing is, Nigeria is the land of absurdities. Like, there's things that happen in Nigeria, right? I think common sense doesn't work in Nigeria.
No, we don't.
Like a thing that you think, okay, it's common sense that everybody can relate with. When you come to Nigeria, basically in Nigeria, there's nothing that the people are ever unified about.
Nothing.
There is
Nothing.
no
There's
public,
always division. There's always like
there
taking
is no
side.
public issue that you can say, okay,
There's always taking
Nigerians
side.
all accept that this is bad. Even when you talk about corruption, there are still Nigerians who come out and support corruption.
Like there's this bros on my Facebook. He's a very good person to me. Like this is the person I looked up to when I was growing up. And his support for Buhari is like get out of hand. I can't even read his post anymore. It's like I was like, bros, acclaim. Come on, man.
So just to talk about why do I say Nigeria is the land of absurdities? The president or the head of the organization that is Muslim right concern is a professor.
Okay.
Professor Ishak. And now you expect that a person who's very learned, who studied that far and that deep, should be able to actually understand
reasonable.
art and see the message behind that. And now when you try to make a case that, oh, it's offensive to Muslims.
Is it not offensive to Christians?
How about the Christians where people wore white garment? Now,
How about the police?
Let's even say, okay, now, it is more unified in the sense that all Muslims, no matter the sect you belong to, but either Sunni or the Shia, they all wear hijab.
Yeah.
So they might all agree that, okay, they all wear that, it's a symbolism of Islam. But in Christianity, not every Christian sect wears garment.
Okay.
We wear garment.
Yeah, we wear garment.
We should feel offended by that.
But we know that is fucking
But Catholics don't wear garments, so they can't relate. They can say, okay, we're Christians, but we don't wear garments, so we don't feel desecrated.
But we'll be on this podcast going against Christianity.
Exactly.
Going against pastors and
that's
everybody.
Exactly why I'm saying that if they're making the case that that video is offensive to Muslims because of hijab, the Celestial Church of Christ should be able to also make a case. Cherubim and Seraphim should be able to make a case. The Zion movement in Ilaje should be able to make a case.
Yeah.
Or the Olumbas, they should be able to make a case.
Exactly.
But nobody cares because
that is fact. If you're reasonable, the message is right on point.
Bigger than the symbolism of that cloth that is being worn or that garment that is being worn by those people. And why? Look at the bigger message. Christians are being killed in the north by Fulani herdsmen.
Nobody talks about that.
That's the bigger case.
Yeah.
And now I've always wanted to say this. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, the Catholics protested in Abuja. Massive protest
right?
with thousands of people. Now, my question is this: why did it take that long for the Catholics to actually come out to protest the killing of
because they believe
of Christians?
Jesus
Why?
Forgives.
Because Catholic priests were killed and Catholic parishioners were killed. It goes back to this popular saying that I always say.
You say that you come for me, I do nothing about it, or whatever.
Exactly. That when they come for me, you were not there to defend me. Now, so that's it. They've been killing Christians in the north. The Catholic Church has not really done anything about it.
Mostly like the Pentecostals.
Now that they went in and killed Catholic priests and parishioners.
Now they can feel
That's
the pain.
when the Catholic movement now decided to act upon it. So if you actually have to wait until you are hit before you speak up about this, there'll basically not going to be anybody left.
Anybody left,
And why am I able to say this? I've been attending the Catholic Church since 2004. So I almost got baptized in the Catholic Church. So technically I'm a Catholic, and I can say that it's very hypocritical.
It's like 14 years.
Yeah. So in Edo State, I started with St. Benedict Catholic Church in Ubiaja, Edo State. Even when I was studying at Osun State Polytechnic, I was also going to Catholic. I was taking catechism classes. So technically, the only church I go to out here in Bangkok is Catholic Church.
I've been to one Catholic church. That was the first time.
I'm a Catholic, though I'm not baptized in the Catholic Church, but I'm a Catholic. But I'm speaking up about the hypocrisy of the Catholic Church in Nigeria. Because it's until when the priests and parishioners were killed that they decided to actually come out.
And now, to say something.
The video symbolizes the killings of Christians in the north. And now when it comes to that hijab whole thing, it's the abduction of girls, the Chibok girls, that is being represented there.
Yeah.
And now these Islamic organizations come out and deny that Boko Haram does not represent Islam. But now here's a movement, here's a video that's trying to remind us that this may have happened 4 or 5 years ago,
but still fresh in our heart.
Girls were kidnapped, but it's still fresh in our heart. We have not forgotten
Nobody's going to forgotten about that.
Because the families are still in pain and agony of the loss of their daughters. Some of them don't know even if they are alive, or they're dead. So now, the only person who probably has better news about them is probably the Boko Haram commanders and Ahmed Sakilda, the journalist who's been in touch with these terrorist organizations. So now you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're actually being offended because you're very sensitive to your religion. And that's the problem with Islam.
You know, like the problem I have with Islam is they put religion over ethics.
Yep.
Religion is above anything else. Like, it doesn't really matter if they're doing it wrong, as long as it has to do with their religion. They don't give a single damn fuck.
The good thing about this is the fact that I know a lot of Muslims that are actually against this move. A lot of Muslims, majority of Muslims in Nigeria are like, what the fuck are you guys saying? What the fuck are you guys doing? Your opinions does not represent our opinions as Muslims. Yeah. That whatever this guy
they should just speak out. Speak out. You're not representing us.
No, there are a lot of Muslims have spoken out on Twitter and on other means too. But at the same time, it's still inherent in the fact that there are problems with Islam, and liberal Islamists should be able to come out to attack the radicals or be able to speak up. Yeah. Because why am I saying this? Somebody drew a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad, I think in France.
Yeah.
And then like back 3 years home ago, in Nigeria in the north, you are killing people.
Killing people, protesting. Yeah.
Protesting and killing people in Nigeria for something that didn't even happen within the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I feel like, that's the problem with Islam. In my opinion, that something happened in Europe and you are reacting in Africa.
Then you have a lot of Islam. Yeah, a lot of Muslim sharing even though I'm completely against the picture, like the symbolic picture of Jesus Christ, which I believe is like bullshit.
Yep.
Right? They're sharing it and saying this is fake, this is this. You don't see, like, you never see Christians like getting angry or killing people about that.
No, right? I'm glad that Muslims have actually come out to disavow the opinions and whatever role that Professor Ishak and his group are actually trying to like do. And good thing, they try to be a bully. But Fowles, the bad guy, has actually shown that he's a bad guy because he's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And
the father is a lawyer too.
Them, like, let's meet in court.
As easy as that.
It's as simple as that.
It's freedom of act, man.
Yeah, like, it's freedom of expression. Like, they're using art to express the things that I don't even know why anybody should have a problem with that video, because you know why? That video talked about SARS.
About everything.
About Fulani herdsmen.
It talked about Christianity.
It talks about Christianity.
Pastors that are taking monies.
Exactly. From the church to build churches, which is being privatized.
Yeah.
And then
talk about the street hooliganism.
Exactly.
Talks about everything.
So how can you even have a problem with that?
And you know what will happen? Like, I was keeping track of the video. The first few days was like 150K. Then after 3-4 days, 1 million.
It just blew up. And because you know why? We've always advocated that Nigerian music is so banal that the lyrics can't even withstand the test of time. Because you hear things like laba laba na butterfly. And it's the same repetitive stuff. But now we have someone who is actually able to
make sense. He's making sense.
Make sense. So the people could actually relate with it. And I'm very glad that Nigerians rewarded that with their time and their support.
Not only Nigerians, man. Even in South Africa, in Ghana.
And good thing that Didi, Puff Daddy, decided to actually help publicize it because he posted it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not following him on Instagram. I'm not following him, man.
Didi posted it. Okay.
Damn it.
And that actually created a whole storm of controversy also, because when the video was released for like a week or thereabout,
Yeah.
it was just normal.
The video was
Nigerians were talking about
the
it.
first day the video was released. That was the first that sent it to you. That
Yeah.
was like, okay, let me see
Yeah.
what is going on with this video.
So
man.
within that week,
It was like one
within
day, I was
that
like,
week, right?
Yo, man.
Puff Daddy posted the video on his Instagram page. So Nigerian celebrities and artists now started to comment on it on P. Diddy's page. That was where Nigerians went at those celebrities that now you're commenting on this video on P. Diddy's page. Why not actually help us publicize this and amplify the message by
Yeah.
posting it on your page? So you people have to actually wait for P. Diddy to post it before you became a hype beast. To now jump on the train that okay, since Puff Daddy posted it, then it's legit.
It's legit. Yeah, people are
Because
just the level of
I'm
seeking
glad.
validation in this world is
Yes, it's not
going
even
out
this
of
one.
hand.
It's Nigeria. I'm glad that Nigerians are actually becoming very critical of our celebrities or our artists, because you did not support one of your own. You actually had to wait for
a validation
For Diddy.
I posted this on Twitter. I don't know, like I'll show you how it was going out. Like, so, like, why do we Africans have to wait for African American to tell our story for us?
exactly.
Why do we have to wait? Why do we have to wait for validation?
That's why I feel like a lot of in ideal
Come on.
societies, right? We, especially within the academia, people researchers have become very critical of celebrity culture in the sense that anybody can just become a celebrity. It's not about you having let me say, a level of education that shows you have common sense.
Typical example. Wow, Vicky.
Exactly, right? So let's
Catch
not
me
even go.
outside.
Let's even relate with our own. There are things that are very relatable to Nigerians. Now that you have these guys who have to wait for Naomi Campbell or Puff Daddy or Swiss Beats to post our own story.
Those are the people
Then-
who are living in another continent, but keeping track
but
of
they
what
just-
is happening.
Exactly, they fuck with us.
Because they
So
pay so
now,
much attention to
You now
us.
jump on that to be recognized. And Nigerians are starting to see through all of that bullshit. That, you have to wait for Diddy to post this before you now jump
I
on
don't
it.
know. I don't
We
know.
don't
man.
fuck
I
with
don't-
you.
I don't know. Did he posted about
Yeah,
it?
Diddy
I don't
posted
know,
about
I
it.
don't know.
Then I don't really care about these Nigerian whatever celebrities or whatnot. So they started to jump on it to comment, good job by Fouls and whatnot. And Nigerians just straight up went at them like, why didn't you post it on your page? Why you have to
Yesterday,
wait for
why
Diddy
do I have to
post
wait?
it? Diddy has no obligation to Nigeria.
Yeah.
But he felt the art. He felt the message that this young man is putting out there, and he just felt the need to help him amplify it and give it more audience. And I'm glad he did that.
And the point is, like, he even made that video and made that music, that song, in a very just like exactly what Childish Gambino was trying, the message he was trying to pass.
he-
He made that exactly
And
Nigerian
he
version
kept
of it.
Yes.
Unlike this Canadian stupid girl who made a version like same like this white girl.
Oh.
There was this girl from Canada, comedian. I don't know. Like she made a parody of the same thing.
You already said she's a comedian, so
Yeah.
she's a joke. So
she's a
what do
complete
you expect?
joke, man.
yeah. So like I'm glad that Fouls the bad guy stood up to
yeah,
a bully
I'm glad.
and
I'm
told
glad
them,
he
yeah,
even
let's
made
meet
it
in court.
I'm even glad he made
Because
something
the
like
good
that.
thing is, in the court of public opinion, Fouls the bad guy has
He's winning.
already won.
He's winning.
So if we also have to go to the law court,
he's still
I'm
gonna
sure
win. Yeah,
he's
still going to
a
win
lawyer,
for
so
sure.
he knows.
And the dad is a
his
lawyer
defense.
too. It's like he know
Exactly.
what he's doing.
So
just
if you want to waste your time, he's got enough of it.
If Faz the bad guy owns anything to anybody, is Childish Gambino, which is like, I think he thanked him like, thank you. I'm just like, that is like the person he made.
Yeah,
like,
that's the only person he owes.
he owns like
yeah.
legal responsibility because you have to clear the samples and ask for approval to use the beef and whatever.
Yeah,
So not to any Muslim or any Christian or
At
any
all.
SARS or anybody from Nigeria.
If Muslims have a right to be offended by that video, Christians too have a right to be offended.
So it's SARS.
So okay, we can say and so the same things is transmission and whatnot. So he also has the right to be offended if we all want to be sensitive and go down that lane.
Oh, man.
So, but the thing is, public decency still matters, and the appeal to human emotions and empathy is what actually works in the sense that we all now know that he was sending a much more larger message.
Yeah,
than
that's
just
fact. Yeah, it's not just
things that are
music or
sensitive.
singing
Yeah.
or like dancing or just trying to create video. There is a lot of messages behind that. There is a
Yeah.
lot of things that we've been going through that we're still going through. That
Professor
happens
Ishak is
there.
probably too old to actually know what's happening in society, or maybe he's so disconnected from
It's
what's
disconnected
happening in
because
Nigeria that
it's not
he doesn't
affecting.
even
Like
see it.
nothing affects me,
How
so
can you-
he doesn't
how
really.
can you? I don't get
care.
how people are so offended by symbolism. Because you just feel like, oh, something symbolizes your religion, so definitely you have to be offended. Why do you have to fight for God?
That is the question I'm still asking people. If actually that
I
is
don't-
the God that's supposed to
Because
fight for
me,
you,
I know the Christian God doesn't need you to fight for him. Because
if God was, if you have to fight for what you think is superior over you to fight for
Exactly.
him,
Why
that
do you have to
means
fight for
your
something you
your
think
God is not
for
really
a
God.
person you think is superior than you, that is more powerful than you?
That means your God is not actually God. You don't
So,
fight for God.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nigeria is the land of absurdities. That's all I gotta say about that.
So let's move on, man. We've been trying to run away from politics, man. We still cannot, man. I've tried, man.
We're all political animals.
So let's go to the to Nigerian Tailors. What happened? What's happening with you?
Ah, man. Nigerian Tailors. Yeah, let's talk about Nigerian Tailors.
We even have a tailor as a family, so it's gonna be.
So the thing now here is, there've always been banters on Twitter and on different platforms about Nigerian Tailors, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is this: on Wednesday or Thursday, my guy Femi Trip on Twitter. Femi is from Oju Mole.
Ojayemi. My
Yeah,
mom.
he's from
My
okay,
mom,
I didn't
yes,
know.
yeah.
So Femi posted that his younger sister is getting married,
Okay.
and they needed to leave Lagos for Ilaje the following day.
Mm.
And the teacher and the phone number of the tailor is not reachable.
Wait.
The tailor who was supposed to get the dress,
Yes.
the wedding dress,
After collecting money.
yes, material and everything with the tailor. So the tailor was not reachable.
Oh God.
And your guess is already as good as mine. Nigerians already know. And now,
Oh,
when you
God.
come down to Nigeria, there are two different types of tailors.
Okay.
The regular Nigerian tailor, either the Obioma,
Yeah.
Ejikani shop,
Yeah.
or the normal ones that have shops.
Shops. Yeah.
Then the more classy one,
Those are the superstar.
the one that we found a way to just try to like make them look pretty.
Yeah, to make
call them
to make
the
clothes
fashion
for
designers.
to make clothes for celebrities.
Yeah,
And
we'll call them the
advertising
fashion
on their
designers.
Facebook and shit like that.
So the difference between both of them is that the fashion designers have packaging. Then they package. Because why? They have studio.
Yeah.
Then they have a portfolio.
Then they hire models to
They
take
hire
photos.
models. Then they have photographers. So
Mm,
all now packaging.
Yeah.
But they still have the same basic characteristics of a Nigerian tailor. Then the other tailor on the other side is the one with just regular shop, doing regular stuff, have apprentice and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So now, people started commenting. We all commented on Femi. Okay, what's going to happen, brother, to your sister's wedding dress?
Yeah.
So they were still like with a little bit of hope, maybe something's gonna pull through before they left for village. So we kind of talked on Twitter yesterday during the event, and they're like, they still haven't heard from the tailor.
Oh.
So they had to actually get a backup, dress for the sister, so that the tailor doesn't ruin her day. So that's why I feel like there's already that conversation within the media sphere in Nigeria about Nigerian tailors that they are not reliable.
Yeah.
Nigerian tailors are also predictable in the sense that they will fail you.
Exactly, dude.
Whether they are fashion designers, whether they are celebrities,
whether they are tailor or wherever.
Okay, maybe Obioma Ejikani shop. Those ones are going by on the street. If you stop them,
yeah, they do the
they
job.
will do the job.
Pay as you go.
Yeah, now pay as you go. So those ones are reliable.
Dude, I've been disappointed when I was young, man. It was Christmas Day.
Story day.
Christmas Day,
Okay,
man.
okay. We're even going to go back to the regular tailors. But before we go to the regular tailors, there was a case in the media recently, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, about a lady from, I think, Edo State, who was supposed to have a wedding. Right? She saw a dress, she bought the material, she sent it to the fashion designer, she paid and everything. And guess what? She didn't have her wedding dress delivered to her. Do you know what happened?
What?
The fashion designer gave her wedding dress
to someone else.
To Mercy Aigbe to use for birthday shoot.
Jesus.
Imagine you bought your materials yourself. You took it to a fashion designer, not a tailor, because say there's levels to it.
Yeah, there's levels to it.
So the ones we glamorize.
Yeah.
You already said, okay, this is the material, this is what I want, this is the design. You gave it to her. Then she started to post you normal Nigerian tailors format. She started to post you gradually till the day of your wedding. Then the dress was not delivered. You went online and you saw Mercy Aigbe wearing
your dress, man.
Guess what? For birthday photo shoot. What the hell is a birthday photo shoot?
So definitely she might have paid.
And the thing is, when you criticize,
she paid more than what she paid for the rent.
I don't even think maybe she even paid.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe she rented or she didn't. But I feel like the bigger picture is that fashion designer is trying to tap into Mercy Aigbe's audience.
Fan base, yeah.
So once the dress looked so beautiful on her,
yeah,
and she posted it on her Instagram, which was where the actual owner saw the materials. So then people are going to be like, and she's going to tag the handle of the makeup artist, the photographer, and the fashion designer.
Yeah.
So now
that's where that nigga got busted,
man. The stream of incomes come from, where you're using her fan base to boost your business
with someone else's material.
Why you're telling with someone else's happiness, and you are ruining the most important day of their life.
Dude, I will sue the shit out of you, man. I'm taking you to court.
So the whole thing went on, and with Mercy's like,
I don't know. Yeah, she don't know.
In the middle of it, like, I don't know.
She don't know. She's innocent. She don't know anything about it.
What the hell is birthday photo shoot? Dude, I don't get this whole culture of banality that is going on. They will have birthday photo shoot. They will have wedding shoot.
Like then pregnancy.
They will have pregnancy shoot.
Yeah.
Really? Did people actually survive without
they're so bad right now?
That's why I just don't. I don't get this whole culture of Philistinism or narcissism that's going on.
Oh man, that is Western influence for you, man.
I don't get Western influence. At least for me, I've not seen a guy that does birthday photo shoot.
Don't be surprised.
And even within Thailand, I've not seen
nobody who does.
I've not seen a white girl or a Thai girl that does birthday photo shoot.
Who?
It's only in Nigeria I see ladies doing birthday photo shoot.
Don't be surprised. Some guys are joining soon.
Well,
in a few days, guys are joining. Trust me, man.
Effect. So let's go back to what we're saying. So now, it's not even something that I just started with Nigerian tailors, right? When I was younger, there are many issues that you can actually untangle. One, which is the thing that they disappoint you on the day.
Yeah.
Of that you're supposed to be happy. Right? They disappoint you by not providing your clothes that day. They're usually unreachable. And something that used to happen back in the days when I was much younger is that once my mom buy the materials, usually it's from either Oyingbo or Idumota in Lagos.
Yeah, Idumota.
And where we're from.
Yeah.
You can buy Western dress for certain holidays, for certain events.
Yeah.
But when we talk about twins anniversary,
it has to
you
be
have to actually make a new dress by a tailor. Yeah. Then we talk about maybe Ajodun Omaiga or Moga. Then you talk about Easter. Then you talk about Founders Anniversary.
Yeah.
But for Christmas, Or maybe Easter, you can actually get, or
Or
New
wherever
Year,
you
you can
want,
get
yeah.
a Western dress. So when mom gets this dress, then we go to the tailor, right? You give it to the tailor.
And
You
and
have,
the point is, even when they have overload job, they will never
they will
reject
stick
you.
it.
They will just take
They
it
will
as they
stick it.
promise you. Give
Yeah,
you a fake
exactly.
promise.
And then when mom already noticed the pattern, right? She will ask us to constantly go check on the
Yeah, yeah.
on
Dude,
the tailor.
sometimes you spend the night there just
Yeah,
for the tailor to notice,
because
man.
why?
No, yeah.
You just want to go there and just pass time with the tailor,
Yeah.
so that they can actually
Work on your own
work
thing.
on your, even though you're paying for it.
Yeah.
And now the problem with that is that you're supposed to be home doing house chores, but you're not home helping your mom and your parents.
Because you want
You
to
are
look
at the
good on
work.
that very day. Everybody, like,
Actually, there.
when I was
You're
growing
at
up,
the
dude,
tailor shop.
I have to keep some certain pants till December to wear them.
Exactly.
But you want to, like, because it's more of like a competition, you know, like
Yeah,
you see
everybody wants to
everybody
look
want to
better
look
and more
good.
glamour.
Yeah.
And the thing is, now with these tailors, right, people now have to actually become liars, in the sense that if you have an event in 2 weeks,
You tell them it's
you will
tomorrow.
tell your tailor you're
It's
having it
tomorrow.
within the week,
Yeah.
so that even if they fail now, you
still
can
have it.
continue to pressurize
Yeah.
them before the main day, so that you can have it done. So what do we actually do about this? And also, one of the things, I think it doesn't really happen more often now, or maybe it still does, is back in the days, right? When you buy a material, when mom buys a material, right?
Yeah.
It's usually a very different material, because nobody else has it. Because she buys directly from Lagos, Idumota.
Yeah, not from like the man's.
So
Everybody go there
usually
and get it,
because she wants us to stand out
Yeah.
and look different. And guess what? The tailor might say like, oh, this kid, he's going to need 5 yards.
Actually, they need 2 or 3.
And guess what? That kid, maybe me or someone else, needs just 3 yards. Then the tailor already have the 5 yard.
Yeah.
The tailor will make our dress. And the remaining 2 yard, he will use that 2 yard to make dress for someone else.
And take the money.
And take the money. And when now, mom is now, she's, you know, like, my mom now is in her la land.
Yeah, only you, man.
That only my
standing
son
out, yeah.
or my kids have this dress in the whole of the city.
The town.
And then when she sees someone else wearing that same dress, she's angry. She's livid. That
how did you
this
get
happen?
this? Yeah.
Guess what?
The tailor's effects, man.
It's the tailor. Because the parents of that kid didn't go to Lagos to get that same dress. But it's the tailor that just...
And our place is even so small.
Yes.
You know who is who.
You know who is who. Then now, you literally don't want to have problem with the tailor, in the sense that, so that, you know, they're the one who makes your child's dress.
Yeah.
You don't want to have an issue with them, because that means you also have to start using a different tailor.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still have to confront them, like, why did you give the remains of my kids' clothes to someone else?
Why can't he just wait maybe till August?
Exactly. Even with that.
Yeah, some other day.
Even with that, you can't sell what doesn't belong to you.
Belongs to you, just because you have a piece of it.
So Nigeria, when you want to look at Nigerian tailors, there's so many things you can untangle from them.
There's so many things is wrong with. And sometimes, like, I can't even order clothes from here, because sometimes you see some dress, like some dashiki or whatever, or whatnot you like. You really want to order and you want to ask the tailor to ship, but they might just take your money. And I was like, bye-bye.
Yeah. And you know, the worst part of this is that it's not even a problem of, oh, it's maybe the tailors or whatnot. Or even when you have friends that are tailors, they'll still treat you exactly the same way.
Yeah, the same thing. They will even scam you more
I remember,
than
like,
they scam outsiders.
Back in the days, my friend Christian Okungade, who's actually very good, a very good tailor, like, he'll make everybody else's dress in my presence while I'm sitting there in his shop, except mine. He will only make mine on that day that I need the dress, where I have to be all over him, like, man, you have to. That's when
and you pay for it, right?
Exactly. It's not
like
I'm not
paying. You're doing it free for your friend, man.
So I really have to pressure him, that it got to a point that I was not even using him to, like, make my dress anymore because I was like, okay, I'd rather use someone else that I'm not
Yeah,
that
who
close with,
respect, yeah,
who
take
just
your money
respect
and just
the
get the
business
job done. Yeah.
relationship, and that's it. But even at that, Nigerian tailor will still disappoint you. So now imagine giving someone a dress. Okay, it's okay if you can't make the dress.
Just
Let the
say it.
person know
Yeah,
that,
just say it. Yeah, I can't
man,
make
I
it. Yeah.
got so much work
So
right
much
now.
work.
I
There's
won't
no
be
way I
able
can.
to do
Yeah.
this.
Just be honest,
How
man.
about you contact someone else to do it?
Just be honest.
Just be honest. But when you give them, they won't actually say, oh, I can't meet up with your time.
They just want the money.
They will accept it. They will take your deposit. And when it's time to now fulfill their part of the bargain, they are unreachable. Their numbers are no longer going. That's when you go to their shop and their apprentice will tell you, oh, my boss didn't come to work today. Or there's something. You know,
Man.
it's a much bigger problem. We just try to trivialize it and make fun of it. But when you are on the receiving end of this disappointment, that's when you know how it really hurts.
How painful it is.
And I feel bad for Femi's sister. I wish her a happy marriage life, but I still feel bad in the sense that, you know, when you already have this cloth in your mind, you're already thinking about how it's gonna look on you.
Yeah, you already like keep like
You
this
already
day is gonna
know
be like,
how you want to like be in the dress, like how you're gonna walk, the right shoe
and
for
then you
it.
get fucked.
And now, last minute, you have to look for a backup plan. And guess what? The pictures and the memories will remain forever.
Forever, man. Yeah.
No matter how much you try to forgive or move on, but you know that you didn't look as perfect as you want to look
planned.
on your wedding day. And that's what hurts. Nigerian tailors need to do better. And when I mean Nigerian tailors, I'm not excluding the fashion designers, because take it or leave it, they are even more worse. The so-called fashion designers who are so glamorized and so into packaging and everything, because they charge exorbitant fee. Yeah. Bro.
So if if you're charging more, you should be able to deliver on time as well.
Exactly. Like, okay, that should be one of the securities with it. That if you're actually charging me such an exorbitant price,
more, but
then the quality has to be high.
Yeah, be assured that you
delivery.
Get your things on time. That should be like, I don't know, man. In here, like here, if you go to the India tailor shop, right? If one of them tell you come back tomorrow 2 p.m.
Yeah, no story.
2 p.m. your shit is ready.
Yeah.
When they give you not even a day, but they give you time, the exact time things will be ready.
I don't know, man. Nigerian tailors need to do better, because we've now, and that's one of the problems with Nigeria, that when something is happening, right, we now become so used to it that we now see it as part of our culture.
Yeah, that's
when we now
take
look
the government as an example.
Exactly. Look at police bribery. Police collecting money from motorists has become part of Nigerian society. Yeah. Whereby, take it or leave it, you have to pay. And if a driver refuses to pay, especially a commercial driver, the passengers
we even scream at you.
Oh God, that you already know this is your obligation. Yeah. That you should pay. We are in a hurry and whatnot. These are the same people who should be standing up and be like,
don't pay.
This is wrong.
Yeah.
Don't pay. We take it as part of our culture. So we banter. It's just like the moment Femi posted that they've not heard from the sisters tailor, Nigerians already know what it is.
Yeah, it was like
that. Even though
we're going through this forever,
even though it's still 48 hours to the wedding,
yeah,
they already know as the moment she's not reachable, forget about it. She has to start looking for plan B.
Yeah.
So there are certain things that we now see as part of our culture.
We're just so bad at everything, man. Like everything.
It's really bad. We need to stop.
We can't even keep a simple time.
Well, now let's go.
No, I'm not. I've been working on that for years. When I say 2 o'clock, I always try to be on time. I know,
the same thing with me too. I've been trying to work on that.
I've been working on that. At least, like, if you're late, like 30 minutes.
At least, no, we kind of understand in more business and official setting, right? People have been doing that, keeping to time, because they know it's business, strictly business, and and they don't want to pass off a wrong impression.
Trust me, not Nora.
But more if in a social ground, more of like a social thing, Nigerians will come maybe an hour or 2 hours late. Even though, like,
have you ever booked an appointment with someone with Nora?
No, that's more social. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like going to meet someone, like probably you're going to take a sample of some product here, and you say, "Oh, Nora, we have to be there 2 p.m."
Well, that's Nora. So, I understand there are two different sides to, in the sense that in a more official like setting in Nigeria, Nigerians try to keep to time.
Keep time, right,
and if they don't keep to time, no, it's definitely the traffic situation. And traffic situations are really not predictable in Nigeria. Like compared to Thailand, whereby you can use the Google map to be able to
know exact time, to know the traffic, always like red.
You'll be able to see that the way the road is, that there's going to be
traffic,
this much, and this is how much time it's going to take. But in Lagos, a place that even with traffic that usually take you maybe an hour, might take you on a good day 5 hours, which you may have actually planned that, okay, normally with traffic, this takes me an hour.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is like 3 hours, 5 hours. So how do you actually explain this? And minus that, you think, okay, I'm going to be there in 1 hour. What if the officers of SARS actually shows up?
Yeah.
That takes another 2 hours or 3 hours. And by the time, okay, why am I even saying this? Let me give the story of a guy who studied abroad, moved back home to Nigeria. He works for a farm, I think, for a much more agricultural company.
Oh.
He was supposed to meet with his boss. He was driving on his way to the farm to meet with his boss. He got stopped by SARS. So they took another 2-3 hours.
For what?
Yeah, that they delayed him, whatnot, this and
man.
this. They actually beat him up and all of that. And then finally, he made it to the farm and he told his boss, like, I'm late not because I didn't leave home on time, but it's because I was harassed on the road by SARS. Okay, imagine that. Now, you're thinking of the traffic situation in Lagos. At the same time, you actually have to start factoring in the delay by SARS.
Yeah, SARS and other
which should not even be there in the
by
first
police
place.
and other people, yeah.
Which should not even... It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all because we're already struggling with that social problem that we're late to meetings. Then now, SARS want to borrow Brukuti one day to add to it.
Man, I don't know, man. I think there's nothing the citizens of Nigeria can do by themselves, right? There's nothing if the government...
There's a lot people can do.
What exactly are you going to do? Okay, imagine
Protest.
some youth. Dude, come on, man. You know how protest is
And guess what?
in Nigeria.
Guess what?
What?
When you want to protest in Nigeria...
Those are the people that's going to show that to you, man. The same SARS.
That's not even that. That's no. That's not how they do it now.
So they can't
When
protest.
they know there's a protest, they go and hire
they
counter protesters with 250 naira or 500 naira.
Jesus.
Which are people who are much more than you. And guess what? When they finish the counter protesters do not know why they are counter protesting. And two, when they finish counter protesting and everything is all done, they need to be paid.
No money.
The contractor who contracted them to do the job.
Oh God, man.
We actually have led the place. So now they start to struggle that where's my money? So I don't know, man. The power to change the country is still in the hands of Nigerians. But then poverty has ruined the mentality of a lot of people. That
people can't even think straight anymore.
People
they
will
just
protest
need money
for 500, for 1,000.
They just need money to survive.
Imagine people protesting against Amnesty International. Amnesty International wrote a comprehensive report about SARS. But Nigerians are protesting against Amnesty International. So are you saying that the report was fabricated?
No. People were paid to protest.
The people who have been shot, who have been slapped, who have been beaten, who have been abused, who have been extorted by SARS, can you go face to face with them and say like you are lying without listening to their stories?
Yeah. Man, Nigerians are just so I
Let's
don't know,
move
man.
on,
Like
because
it's
if we
well,
really want to keep
it's gonna be like a
talking
lot.
about
So
this, like this is something I'm
so
passionate about.
let's talk about a little bit. I don't know if this is fun to talk about or let's talk. First of all, let me just shout out to Nike for the Nigeria jersey.
Yes, yes,
That jersey is fire. That you guys deserve a shot. A gunshot, man. That jersey is fire. That shit is
yeah,
lit.
lead,
It is.
confirm,
We just
confirm.
have to like the designer of that jersey is like is lit.
Yeah,
So let's talk about the cultural vulture of the just people who have started supporting Nigeria after
Yeah,
already declaring
man.
us a lot, going against us in all aspect. But now just because of our fire jersey, now they are actually wearing it, supporting it. And one, and by the way, let not forget that the 3 million jersey that was released by Nike was sold out in 3 minutes.
yep.
In 3 minutes.
You know, at first when I saw the number, right, I felt like it was inflated. It was bloated.
I don't think so.
You know, because of the
Yeah.
different reports that was
Report,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I felt like it was just a way to hype it up.
Not until Nike.
But take it or leave it, those number, it's probably undervalued.
Yeah.
Because
Yes. Yeah. I think so. They don't believe
there are still many people out there
a lot.
that want that jersey and can't
lot.
find a jersey.
A lot. Yeah.
And it's actually more heartbreaking that Nike is
They're
like,
not releasing anymore. They're
it's
not,
out,
like,
out of stock and
just
we are not
out.
restocking.
It's just out.
So then that's, I
It's
don't
like
get
you
it.
guys care to make money. This is
So people actually want to buy this jersey
A
because
lot of
it's
people-
fire.
trust me.
It's been ranked number one jersey.
Another 3 million people will still
Yes.
gonna be out.
Because people are actually interested in the jersey and they feel like it's good.
It is.
The jersey is
You
fire.
both home and away. It's like
Yes,
pretty nice.
it's hot. And the reason why we're talking about it as being culture vulture is that you have people jumping on this Nike whole Nigerian jersey thing because it's the cool thing now.
Yeah.
Wearing Nigerian jersey is cool.
It's cool. It's
But
cool.
the thing is-
It's World Cup season, man. What do you
But,
expect?
but now the question is, if shit is a fan, is he still a fan?
Yeah. Gotta
Because
ask, man.
you see white people wearing this jersey, right? That these are the same people who thinks badly about Nigerians.
about Nigeria, yeah, Nigerians
That
are bad.
every
they're this,
scam
they're
letter
that.
that's out there,
Yeah,
they feel like it's from
actually-
Nigeria.
Dude, I get so pissed in one of my class during my bachelor. We were having this class ethics and something. And this lecturer, she was like, "Oh, you have this Nigerian 419 scam." I was like, "Yo, man, do you know I'm from Nigeria?" I was like, "Yeah." Do you know that 419 is like is in our constitution? Like
yeah,
the
it's-
number
it's
of
the
like
penal code,
Well,
yeah.
constitution. That is not like there's nothing Nigeria 419 scam, man. Nothing like that. And I was like, I walked out of the class, and my Russian friend was like, "Dude, you getting mad?" But they just said Russia have a black market.
Yeah, exactly, right? So it's just like, these other
okay.
nations don't commit scam or anything.
Like, okay,
you know,
man.
I really don't have a problem with
And there
the
was
fact.
and there was this news in US that a man was arrested who was actually claiming to be
Yeah,
a Nigerian,
yeah.
to be a Nigerian prince.
Yeah, exactly.
A white man.
Yeah. So the thing is, for me, like, I don't mind people who genuinely love Nigeria standing
Yes.
for Nigeria,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's fact.
representing or whatnot. But then you have these same people who in the past they've said things about Nigeria. They have bias about Nigeria. They see Nigerians as scammers and whatnot. But now they feel like, oh, the Nigerian jersey is the cool jersey out there. So I want to rock one because they can afford it. Not even that they can
it's
afford
actually
it,
cheap.
because they can have access to it.
To
Because
it, yeah.
there are many Nigerians who can afford it but can't access it.
Dude, do you know if you take another 3 million just to Nigeria right now,
It will be
2
sold
days
out.
it's gonna be out.
If not even Nigeria alone, if you release another 3 million
gonna
Nigerian
be
jersey
out.
worldwide, it's still gonna be sold out. Because people are genuinely interested in jersey.
Showore
because-
was lucky to find 2 in Germany yesterday.
Okay.
Was oversized.
I actually heard that
Was oversized.
there are Nigerian jerseys at FBT.
Here?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, Kunle told me that he's seen them at FBT.
So probably
But
Nike
I haven't
released
seen them at Nike shop.
No, Nike released it's more of like a zona thing. they like in,
Yeah,
in
they just
each country they have the
yeah,
number,
they
a
have
number of
it's more like a quota system.
Yeah.
They have the numbers that
the
is
number they
released
release
to
to
certain
each
countries.
country. Yeah.
So it's okay for you to stand for Nigeria, but are you really for us, or you
Or
just
you
jumping on
jumping
this,
on our
just becoming a
bandwagon,
hype
man.
beast?
Yeah.
Just jumping on this bandwagon, and once the World Cup is over, then you're back
You're
to
back to your
criticizing Nigeria and be like,
racism or
oh,
whatever
it's a
you're doing.
shithole. Oh, they are poor out there. Do they even have internet out there? All scam letters come from Nigeria, and all
Okay,
that
it's like
negative
if we don't have
energy.
the point is like if we don't have internet, where are the scam letter you claim to be Nigerian
Exactly.
scam
So
letter
it's
coming
more
from?
about just keep the same energy. Don't jump on our bandwagon right now. Don't jump on the culture right now because it's the cool thing to do. Because
keep the same energy,
you
man.
you even have Nigerian Americans who are in New York, right? And they be like everywhere they go, they now see the Nigerian jersey, and it's actually now cool to act like you associate with Nigeria now. But are you actually gonna be acting the same way once it's July or August later in the year when the World Cup is over? That's what I'm more concerned about. Because you can't be jumping on the bandwagon right now when in few months' time you can't keep up the same energy.
Yeah, that is. I don't know,
So
man.
that's what I'm more concerned about.
And I think even our jersey is kind of cheaper than the jersey from England, because I think the one on English jersey is like 170.
I don't even know what the price is.
I think ours is like how much?
No matter how ours is $82. $81, $82.
182.
81 or $82
okay.
for the jersey. But
So-
then for the tracksuit, I don't actually know how much
Everything,
it is.
dude, everything was fire, man. Like the track suit,
Babe, confirm.
the home and away jersey, everything that has to do, dude, man.
Yeah.
That is one of the things I was like, Adidas has been designing our shit forever.
Yeah.
But the vintage, the retro,
Yeah,
the one like
1994, that shit suck, man.
No, that shit is like
That
that
shit
is
suck.
actually what they made this new shit from the old one. But this turns out to be like,
Yeah, this is fire.
yeah,
This is
it's
fire,
really
man.
fire, man. It's really cool.
No, it's kind of cool that people are identifying with the Nigeria jersey, and also it's a way that people are getting to learn about the country
And
knowing about our
Trust me.
soccer team. And
yeah,
more people are going to be watching us.
most of the time, right, when I talk to foreigners, when I talk to a lot of people, right, the only thing they can really relate with when I was like, where you from Africa? We're in Africa, Nigeria. I was like,
Soccer, yeah.
Ayegbeni, Okocha,
I met a Chilean dude over the weekend, and we were just talking.
Yeah, they know like Nigerian football.
He was like, "Oh, Oba Martin."
Yeah, so
like he knew Obafemi Martin from Inter Milan, and which other player he mentioned? John Obi Mikel.
Yeah, they know a lot of Nigerian footballers.
The knowledge about Nigeria is usually based on football.
Yeah,
that's usually the knowledge of Nigeria. Yeah. So we know a couple of people are going to be out there supporting Nigeria during the World Cup, and we hope that the Super Eagles doesn't disappoint them.
I really
but just keep the same energy when you want to support Nigeria.
Are we going to have a special episode for this for World Cup episode as well?
Sure.
So we're gonna do that next week. So once we're back to our normal day of releasing the recording episode the normal day, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, let's forget about this Nigeria. Just let's move on, man.
What we got?
So would you sow seed with your tuition fee?
The question should be, have I ever sown a seed? And what the hell is a seed?
I just want to know, because like this has been going on in Nigeria a lot. We heard a lot of people sowing seed, paying tithe with their tuition fee, hoping God is going to throw some money from heaven so that they could just double. It's like more of like money doubling.
It's mental slavery.
If you pay 1,000 naira, you're going to receive 3,000 naira.
A lot of people have been mentally enslaved by Christian leaders.
By religion, not even, let's say religion.
No, I'm being precise by saying Christian leaders because that's something I know a lot and I can relate with. I don't think it's really applicable to Muslims in Nigeria where they sow seed and they expect this, that.
But they do other things too.
Yeah, they do other things that just like Nigerian Christians do other things too. Like you contribute other forms of money in the church. Personally, I'm not really concerned about whether you pay your tithe or you don't pay because I don't pay a tithe. I don't care about it.
I would never pay a tithe.
God has always blessed me since I've been on earth. So, but I just feel like at this point, it's more about a scam in the sense that people are being deceived by people they look up to. Why? I read recently about if a woman who had some money with her and she's not been able to pay her house rent. And in Nigeria, like house rent is paid annually compared to other places, like other countries where it is paid monthly.
Monthly, yeah.
So this woman has not been able to pay her house rent, but she had some money, which was not enough. Instead of the church or the pastor to actually be like, okay, how can we help you by contributing more money for you to have a house over your head? The pastor asked her to sow seed with the money. She sowed seed with the money. 6 months later, she's not been able to pay her house rent. She's squatting with someone else. That was a story I read. It didn't happen to me or someone I know. And I felt like that's ignorance. And one thing is that woman trusted her pastor, trusted the words of her pastor, and believed and had faith that if I sow seed with this money, that I'm going to receive maybe double or triple of that money.
Yeah.
Then I'll be able to pay my house rent. But now she's out of a home. She's been squatting with someone else. And the problem with that is that when you're squatting with someone else, you are inconveniencing them.
Yeah.
Especially when they think it's going to be a short-term squatting. And now it's become 6 months. It starts to get really irritating. And then it fractions the relationship. You start to, people start to act awkward to you. And they start to think, when are you going back home? And that problem is the fact that they've trusted their pastor or their religious leader or their clergy. But the Bible says that my people suffer because they lack knowledge. It's as simple as that. So why would you want to sow seed with money that you actually need?
I think Christianity is becoming money doubling. Because, how would you even advise someone to sow seed, knowing that if you don't, there's they say, faith without work, it's not going to. There's no reward for that. How are you advising someone to sow seed, knowing that they really need this help, and if they don't work and they don't have a steady income or how to make that money, there's no way God is going to throw money from heaven.
I've met.
How could people be so selfish?
I've helped a couple of people on Twitter that they just post their story out there. They need help. Maybe some with textbook, some with certain problems and whatnot. And I just feel like, okay, I can relate.
Yeah, they really need it. Yeah,
they really need it. But then you had a guy who said, he needed to complete his tuition fee, and he decided to go ahead and sow the money. So probably that he can be able to have the complete money to pay the tuition.
From who?
And guess what?
From who? Where is the money coming from?
He was not able to get enough money to pay his school fees.
And you have to miss your exam.
Was writing an exam and he was not writing the exam. That is ignorance.
There's additional 1 year carryover.
Exactly. That's foolishness. That's ignorance. I can't relate. I can't help someone like that. God has not given that platform to help people who are ignorant, people who are foolish. No, I've not been blessed to do that. You're supposed to be able to know certain things, because
at the point, yesterday I was thinking, I think it's time for government to regulate religion in Nigeria.
Exactly.
I was thinking yesterday that really government have to do something. Go into every big pastors go into their account first, the church account.
No,
they have to do that.
No,
do you know how much Redeemed Christian Church worth?
The problem with that is that no government in Nigeria
will ever do that because they're still contributing to the church anyway. So
it's not even the fact that they're contributing to the church.
That's it, Mike.
The church will turn the people's back against the government.
Okay.
You are out. Take it or leave it. Any government in Nigeria that tries to regulate the church or Islamic or religion generally in Nigeria, you are out. Because they will radicalize the people against that government. And that's it. And no politician wants to get out of government.
If you have the power to control the people this much, why can't you control them against even the government that is not doing well in the country right now? But you just have to wait until Bukola Saraki come to your church during the election and vow and donate some money to the church.
Because either way, the church benefits. Two ways it benefits is that the corrupt politicians who steal the money, they run to the church for forgiveness. And okay, if that doesn't happen, if you're trying to be like, okay, we need to regulate the church, the people will be on the side of the church. So either way, it's a win-win situation for the church. Because if now the politicians be like, oh, the church is corrupt, that we need to regulate it, the church will turn the people against the government.
But the people are not just like,
And
I don't
also,
know, man.
If the people are complaining that, okay, the people are complaining anyway that the church, that government is bad. But guess what? Let VP or Simbanjo come to the church for just one service. Everybody will change their tune. They will be like, oh, he's so down to earth. He's so humble. He has my vote.
Yeah.
And guess what? The same people who are making this statement 6 months prior to that, or even few days prior to that, 100% they will tell you they are not voting for Osinbajo. But just because Osinbajo comes to the church,
so the
to
church
worship,
just wants,
they already love him. And now that's the problem. Okay, Nigerian government, right? Okay, let me tell you this. February 14th last year, 2017, I was sleeping. I woke up. I dreamt that the Nigerian government honored MKO Abiola. I recognized
him,
his election as the president of Nigeria in 1993. I dreamt about it. I woke up. I wrote it in my diary. February 14th. Then I put a note nearby. February 14th, 2017. Tevez's birthday. So that I can remember the day that it actually happened. And then during the week, right? When the government announced that, okay, that day is the day of democracy.
Yeah.
That they are honoring MKO Abiola's GCFR.
Yeah.
So I just felt like, oh, that's my dream coming to pass. Because after it's been like a year and 3 months that I had that dream. Now, what's the problem with that? Yoruba people have been complaining that, this government, there they go. Say Buhari is clueless.
Yeah.
We are not voting for him. The moment Buhari made that declaration, everybody is now going to vote for Buhari. The same people who are complaining now wants to vote for Buhari and Osinbajo.
Let me see how tricky this is. Do you know in Ogun State, June 12 is already public holiday?
Yes.
That's my birthday anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And now the problem with this is that
sorry to cut you off, right? Do you know, like, prior to that time, Showore already said the same thing 3 days before government declared June 12th.
Because it's already a way. And why? When I woke up, I wrote it in that note that.
So you're telling me Buhari doesn't know this since he took office?
We do this. The government. I wrote it the moment I woke up that the government will make this move to appease the Yorubas.
Yeah.
The moment I woke up, when I saw it on Twitter, I took a photo of my diary. I sent it to Shang that look at this dream I had over a year and 3 months ago. And I wrote the same reason, the way I had it in my dream, that the Nigerian government would do this to appease the Yorubas. Now, Yoruba people are suddenly happy that MKO Abiola was declared the president. Was the one who won, and that day should be the democracy day.
That is no brainer, man. How would that even democracy day has to do with democracy if he was killed?
No. Okay, that was when Nigerian actually moved from
military government to go. That's the first election, right?
Yeah, election then during that period, right? So that should have been the beginning of democracy in Nigeria until it was truncated by, was it Babangida who took government, or Abacha? It was Babangida who took government, who took power from him. Usually, like working in tandem with Babagana Kingibe, who was actually MKO's vice president. Now, the problem with this is that how does declaring MKO Abiola the winner of the 1993 election help the situation of the country right now?
No.
It's already a fact that he was the winner of the election, and the military aborted that election because of Maradona, which is Babangida. So now the problem is that this announcement by Buhari and Osinbajo, how does it take us away from inflation? How does it stop SARS harassment?
How does it even that benefit Nigerians?
How does it reduce the price of petrol? How does it provide jobs for the youth?
For the people, yeah.
How is it providing salary for the people that have not been paid? That is the question Nigerians need to answer. Now Nigerians are all some Nigerians are already now happy. Because guess why? A lot of people have been posting that my wife and I have suddenly changed our mind. We are voting for
Oh,
Buhari.
come on. Don't be ridiculous. Are you serious?
I'm serious. And guess what? There's also somebody who posted online. I know this is maybe more biased. I get it. In the sense that a man said it was Abiola that educated him, that paid for his school fees. So,
Yeah.
recognizing Abiola now as the president or the winner of that election,
Okay.
that he's going to vote for Buhari.
But Showore was part of the struggle as well.
Exactly. That's why with that person, I understand that Abiola is his benefactor.
Yeah, okay.
He owes Abiola loyalty.
But you don't owe Buhari nothing. This is Nigerian responsibility.
And
man.
the fact that you're declaring him whatever it is.
We already know this. Everybody already know this.
Established
Yeah.
fact.
We already know that this should be happening like long time ago.
It's already an established fact. This thing would have been done by Obasanjo. You know why? If Obasanjo
Do you know
had
what Buhari
recognized
will do? Do you know what Buhari will do that we make people happy right now? Sign in a constitution that the next presidency of Nigeria president or wherever is coming is going to the east.
Yeah, that might appease the country, but
Let's do this because
No,
we've been
the only
depriving
thing-
the Igbos of what they are entitled to.
The only thing that Buhari can do right now that I would be at peace with is to tell Nigerians that I'm not contesting for election 2019.
I want him to contest and lose.
But you know that there's no opposition basically in Nigeria.
Yeah, I know. I just want him to.
That's the only thing
I want him,
that Buhari
I want
can
him to
actually
lose.
do right now.
I want him to lose because it's
That
like it's still
I'll
gonna be
at
like.
peace with.
Do you know after even though he stepped down, is he gonna say like if I contested I'm still gonna win anyways? You see how it's like I don't know, like the if comment, the if is like it might be positive or negative, you know. So I want him to like, dude, you did, but you.
You know, the thing I'm more concerned about with Nigeria is how Nigerians can move above the poverty line.
Yeah,
How
that
the
is
people
the
who are
most, man.
struggling can actually become empowered. That's what I'm more concerned about.
That's what
Declaring
every reasonable
June 12
Nigerian should be concerned
As
about.
Democracy Day does not put food on the table of the poor people. It does not help lift Nigerians right now from poverty. That's not what I'm concerned about. I'm more concerned about tangible development and progress within the country. And
the
declaring something
international,
that's
and
already a
international
fact.
reputation as well.
So I'm more concerned about the upholding of human rights in the country. That's what I'm more concerned about. It's not declaring a holiday.
How does care about
how does
that? Who
that-
does that? That
I
doesn't
don't
put
know.
a food on anybody's table, man. It doesn't.
Because when you look at the value judgment of this decision,
Yeah.
it still doesn't help anything.
don't
And
know.
you're already having this move swaying the opinions of Nigerians concerning next election. Now that people who have been antagonizing this government have decided to immediately become, oh, I'm voting for this government.
People are so stupid.
It's really so easy to toy with
They're
the
just so
emotions of
stupid.
Nigerians. That's the simple thing. Now, okay, we are like, okay, this is June. We are like 9 months away from election again. So let's start to toy with their emotions. Let's start to play around with them. Because you know why? Nigerians have very short memories. They've forgotten how many weeks they killed looking for fuel. They've forgotten how much rice used to cost under the government of Jonathan. And look at the cost of rice now. They've forgotten that under Jonathan, the price of the naira to the dollar was 150.
now
Today
it's
it's
like
350. They've forgotten all
And
of
this
that.
president is still acting clueless. Like he still act like there's nothing's
And why is
going on
that
in the country.
actually- why is that very important?
And the
Because
people around him,
a
there's
lot of the things in Nigeria is actually imported.
yes.
So
That's fact.
the cost of the dollar, the exchange rate of the dollar matters. That's why rice is so expensive. That's why everything else is so expensive. Because our naira has basically no value.
And that is the same man that said, "Oh, he's going to make $1, $1.
The same person who went out to say that you people are lazy.
Are lazy."
And you've immediately started to change your opinions about him. Just
The
because
same president
he's
who don't,
recognizing something
same-
that's a fact.
the same president who don't even like recognize the fact that the Fulani henchmen even exist.
Exactly. He's protecting his own people. He knows.
And he knows how dangerous that is.
He's protecting his own people. And guess what? Obasanjo would have declared the same thing when he was president. But guess what? It would have been tribalized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Yoruba
Was that
man.
not the same reason this what is his name? This governor of which state that went to pay the hensmen, that went to Chad, El Rufai or El whatever his name is.
El Rufai. So the thing is, now you have Obasanjo, who is an Egba man. MKO is an Egba man. If he had declared this during his time, they would be like, oh, it's nepotism.
Yeah. That is fact.
So now you have an Hausa man declaring a Yoruba man. So now it legitimizes it. That, okay, it's legitimate. Meanwhile, Nigerians
we already know. Everybody knows, man.
I was
this is
4
not
years
brainer.
old when 4 or 5 years old when the election happened. But it's already there in history. That, okay, this is what happened. And it's not been challenged. So why do we need it to be legitimized? Just to sway public opinion.
Man, I think we just...
I don't even like talking about Nigerian politics.
We really have to stop talking about it.
It's very appalling.
It's depressing, man.
Nigerian pop culture.
It's depressing.
That's what I'm more concerned
So
about.
let's forget about this or whatever. I just hope our government have a change of mind and really put the people's need as their first priority. And just hope they can turn things around and make the Nigeria have Nigeria confidence as well. So let's forget about that. So let's talk about what's your most embarrassing moment.
I don't think I've had a really embarrassing moment though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Have you never been rejected by a girl?
Personally, I don't really see that as embarrassing though.
How? Like you're in a club, you walk to a girl, you was like feeling the girl, was like, yo, can I have your number? She was like, no.
I don't really see that as being embarrassing. In the sense that I've done that too.
So like girls walk to you as like
I don't want. Like
I mean,
I've
like
done that
politely or just like in a very rude manner.
I don't want because maybe I've known her before. I've known how she is.
Oh, okay.
That she fucks with everyone else, and I'm not regular. You know.
Okay, what if you're the girl you didn't even know anything about?
The only thing that maybe I found embarrassing, but I didn't really brood over it for long is walking to a female toilet. Restroom. You know, like, and then being challenged, like, then I was like, fuck. You know, then that's one time I can feel like, oh shit, I was embarrassed.
Dude, I'm trying to think too.
But now I don't really feel embarrassed because you know why? A lot of times, female go into the male toilet.
Without knowing.
So we don't talk about it. We don't care about it. So if I go into a female toilet right now, you want to say shit to me, I'll say shit back to you. I wouldn't even feel embarrassed because I believe a lot in equality. So if you guys can use the male toilet,
we can use yours too.
So it's not that I intentionally want to use it, but if I walk in there unintentionally and you want to challenge me, I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
Right in your face.
But
wait. I think that's the only time maybe I've been really embarrassed. But with women, nah.
I don't know. Like I'm really trying to think. Like I'm trying to trying to flash back. Like
I don't really think I've had embarrassing moments, because maybe I'm a very shy person anyway. So as a result of that, I'm very conscious.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so I always pay so much attention to what I do and how I do it.
In an awkward situation.
Even when I go out to drink, I always get drunk. Like make sure I get home before I get drunk.
So I don't put myself in an awkward situation. Yeah, let's just move on. Like recently, Davido had a huge concert in Suriname, Paramaribo.
Oh yes,
and that she blew up Nigeria media sphere.
Yes,
because a lot of people
doesn't even know where is
Suriname. Never heard the name Suriname. Never.
And shout out to our Suriname queen. You know yourself.
Shout out to all our people from Suriname, man. We fuck with
you, man. We've been fucking with you for a long time,
for 4 years already, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Surinamese, everybody, man.
We're coming, mama out there.
Yeah, probably this year.
Out there.
This year.
Yeah, this year, next year, we're
gonna be like
a lot of.
We're gonna have a live podcast as well.
Yeah, and
I hope we can sell out the arena.
There are a lot of similarities between the Surinamese culture
and Nigerian culture.
And
African culture in general,
So I was really surprised, because the moment Nigerians were surprised about um, Davido having a show there and how the people were able to actually lip sync to the
To the
song
song,
and the
yeah.
vibe, the energy was. Even Davido himself was surprised that he had that much fan.
Oh,
Like imagine knowing that people fuck with you in a society where
you didn't even
you can't even
expect.
pronounce
Yeah, their country's
the
name.
name or you never knew anything about. And he said,
Yeah.
like, in one of his posts that when they first received the booking, he was like, what the hell is
Oh
this?
wait, sorry now.
Because, those kind of things, like,
Yeah.
put you off, like, ooh, like, they really listen to my sound out there.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they've been fucking with Afrobeats for long. Because I
Yeah,
remember,
they
like,
made Afrobeat too. Because
Yeah.
okay, like in Holland right now, they are most of their top 10 artists, like
are
5 of
usually
them,
from the
like
islanders, right?
yeah, from Suriname, right? And their type of music because like they have this Afro influence, right?
Yeah.
Because most of them are like Ghanaians and like from
Yeah.
many African country, right? They actually have this Afrobeat influence, so they can easily relate to every Afrobeat music, right?
And
And I have this girl from Holland too. Like, she was like, now she's learning how to play DJ as well. Like, yo, I want to come to Thailand and play Afrobeat in club. I was like, that is a Dutch girl saying she want to
Yeah.
come to Thailand and play Afrobeat.
Afrobeat is cool, man.
I was like, okay. I was like, yo, I want to play. What is his name? Techno, Davido.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
The good thing is that, a lot of people just know now that
Yeah.
people fuck with our music right there. Like, the thing is, it's actually been way back. Because I remember back in the days, right? Like, my friends from Suriname be like, we used to bang with African Queen by Two-Face.
Two-Face.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that's to tell you
That
that
was
the
long
influence
time, yeah.
goes as way back as over 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
Like
That was
at
been long.
least goes back to like 2003, 2004,
Yeah.
which is like 15 years ago. So
yeah.
almost 2 decades ago that they've been fucking with our banging with our
And I'm
songs.
so and I believe even before Africa Queen, there has been like a lot of
Yeah, Nigerian music
Nigerian
or
music that's
African
like
music that
African
actually
music.
gone
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
So Nigerians are actually really surprised that you guys in Suriname bang with us.
Yeah,
And
shout out to all the Surinamese.
Yeah,
man.
and
We
the
love
thing
ya.
is,
We fuck with you too, man.
it's really good because for those of us who've had already had connections with
Yeah.
Suriname and know a lot, it's just more of a validation that okay, you guys really bang with us as much as those of us
Well,
bang with you guys.
yeah.
And for Nigerians back home to also know that you guys fuck with us out there, like
That's
it's
huge,
a lot.
man. That's
you know,
big.
it's
Yeah,
like
that's. We're tired
Afrobeats
of
to
like
the
we
world.
know like UK, US,
Yeah.
Holland, Germany. Yeah, we already know, but there's some
But yeah.
countries like people don't even know their names, right?
And the cultures too, like the culture,
The
out
culture
there
is similar.
also
It's almost
rooted
the
in
same
African
thing, yeah.
culture and embedded. Like there's a lot of similarities,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot,
The
yeah.
food, the language, like Pikin in Abere,
Yeah.
like we say
Bele.
Pikin de Bele,
Yeah.
but they say Pikin in Abere.
Yeah.
So like
It's almost the same
like
thing,
when
yeah.
we speak, right? There's already that similarities, and for Nigerians, it was really like a proud moment that a Nigerian artist can go out
Yeah,
there
and
and
sold out arena
and sold out
Suriname,
arena,
man.
right?
Shout out.
and that also
Shout out,
opens
shout
up
out,
more
man.
it also opens up more ground for like our culture to transverse the whole world,
Yeah.
from like really big economies to like really smaller countries. So it's a really good thing, man. And shout out to Davido for putting so much work into his art that people from
Yeah, people are
different
really
parts
fucking
now-
with Davido so much
Yeah.
right now, man. He was nominated for the BET award as well. I don't know if he
Yeah.
won or whatever. I don't keep up with that.
So yeah,
and,
with
and,
that
it's-
being
and
said,
again, Whiskey sold out O2 Arena as well.
mhm,
It's been huge for Afrobeat, man.
back to back.
It's been so huge for
Back
Afrobeat
to
these
back.
days, man. And I hope other countries can learn. I mean, like Thai.
Yeah, it's a
I
matter
hope
of
they can
time.
learn.
Like shout out to Chibike. He said he's bringing up Solid Star.
Solid star.
Maybe
Solid
in
star.
a month or thereabout. But yeah.
Let's hope it happens, man.
And the good thing is that we already have like ties who fuck with Nigerian music.
yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, so it's just that it's a matter of time, right? That it's just gonna keep going to the society. Definitely, there are gonna be initial rejections and
Yeah,
obstructions to it, but it's a matter of time.
Yeah, I know
Culture
it's
is
gonna
something
happen,
that you can't really restrict. If people bang with your culture, they bang
They
with it.
bang
and
with it.
that's
Yeah. That is it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With that being said,
Yes, sir.
thank you all for fucking with us.
Woo.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us, leave comment, give us feedback, and we'll always get back to you. I will promise you we're gonna be release the videos on time and the audios
Yeah.
too.
God,
We
videos
can guarantee
dropping.
you that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Yes, sir.